this poet got up and presented. And it silenced the room. The power of her voice and her ability to speak from her own experience in a way that challenges but also empowers, that really launched all of this.
Marlanda DeKine is committed to creating positive action and social change in our community. As a board member for the Hub City Writers Project, she is instrumental in providing greater opportunities for young women of color to become published authors and poets. Marlanda embraces people from all walks of life and encourages fundamental equality through her art.
Marlanda is my shero. She can say all the things that I dare not say. What she says transcends race, transcends religion.
She cares so much about bringing people together in such an innovative and brave way.
When a move needs to be made, he goes. May not know exactly what that move looks like, what it feels like, how it's supposed to happen, but he begins to put himself out on faith in something bigger than himself to say, what is this thing that I'm feeling? And he goes.
Scott Neely is an artist, speaker, and visionary who combines action with dreams. In 2015, he left his full-time job and created the Project for Community Transformation. Through this initiative, Scott created an innovative sustainability model for small rural churches that address financial and development issues, providing a plan for these congregations to shift organizational structure, build attendance, and rise out of an imminent chance of closing their doors.
And his ministry is really it's a work of art in how he's able to connect to people and have both that listening ear and that thoughtful response. It's magnetic.
Scott came up to Landrum and began to walk up and down the streets and meet people and talk to them. And the next thing you know, there are new people showing up at our door. In the time Scott's been with us, we've added 5 brand new families. And people who used to be kind of at odds with each other are talking to each other.
Marlanda DeKine and Scott Neely are agents of change within their individual roles in the community. However, because of their innovative efforts and collaborative work together, Marlanda and Scott are the co-recipients of the 2016 Mary L. Thomas Award for Civic Leadership and Community Change.
With Scott and Marlanda, the process and the outcome, the vision, everything about what they're doing came across to us as innovative, as unique to our community, as something we hadn't seen before, both in terms of the method and in terms of the goal.
When I first saw the nominees, I immediately was drawn to 2 in particular, and I thought to myself, these 2 go together.
It certainly is a little bit of new territory having 2 individuals, but just in light of the subject matter, again with the racial things that are going on all around us, it just was a really great opportunity to show that we as a foundation stand behind what's going on in our community, and we're recognizing 2 individuals for a very distinguished award that's named after our very own Mary L. Thomas.
In 2013, Scott and Marlanda met at a conference and bonded over their passion for justice and equality. The 2 dreamed of a space where a diverse group of citizens could gather to hear spoken word poetry and participate in challenging but healing conversations.
Scott came to me and said, it would be interesting to hear some of your poetry in our chapel. I thought, that sounds crazy. And Scott said that's probably why we should do that.
Soon, their dream turned to reality. At first, there were 20 participants, then 65, then 100. The result of their collaborations birthed a nonprofit organization called Speaking Down Barriers that was designed to tackle the difficult issues of race and poverty within our community.
Speaking Down Barriers is a safe place to talk. It is a place where you can learn, where you can question, where you can understand, and where you can disagree.
Sometimes we think that we don't agree on things, and it's just that we've not even really discussed it fully. there aren't as many points of disagreement as one would think.
In the wake of racial tension in our country, and especially in South Carolina in the past year, Scott and Marlanda have worked together to break down barriers of divide by convening individuals of diverse backgrounds and engaging people in conversations that not only shed light on discrimination, but also provided healing and understanding.
Soon after the tragedy in Charleston occurred, the Speaking Down Barriers had a presence in Charleston, and as awful as that entire situation was, I think it's so honorable that South Carolina sent a message to our country that we can deal with racial issues by coming together rather than tearing each other apart.
Scott and Marlanda's vision of a better world includes building sustainable communities where everyone is valued, appreciated, and enlightened. They are helping Spartanburg County, our state, and our nation move forward.
Scott and Marlanda, you guys rock. You're amazing. You're going places.
Scott, Marlanda, you're off to a great start. Thank you for everything you're doing, and keep up the good work.
Congratulations, Marlanda DeKine and Scott Neely, the recipients of the 2016 Mary L. Thomas Award for Civic Leadership and Community Change.